This was my early feeble attempt at doing titles. This is Christmas 1968. It would be our first Christmas together.
We had been married about 3 months.
Yeah. And these were some of our Christmas cards. I had them laying on the floor on a piece of red wrapping paper. And all I did, I had the camera on a tripod, and I was just swinging it from side to side. I had the cards laid out. Little zoom in there. And there are your two nephews. Kirk and Eric. And this was from, and like that. It's a pretty Christmas card right there. You could almost hear them singing. And I guess I'm not swinging the camera anymore. That's what I was doing at first, was just turning it on the tripod from one to the other. Anyway, sooner or later, I get the, oh, there we go. There I'm turning it again. And this was another Christmas card. And I just, that fade out was done by turning the light off. Now these titles were so bad. See how busy that background is? Mm-hmm. Well, I put my title letters on that background and it was, you couldn't read it. So these titles, they're exactly the same words, laid out exactly the same way, except I did them in the computer.
That's Ron Gravett.
Ron Gravett and my sweetie in a rather awkward position.
Well, I got my knees together. Mom said to always keep my knees together.
Oh, there you go. She didn't say anything about your feet, though, did she? Well, see, Ron was, we made a little story out of this. Ron was visiting us, and so he gets up and he goes into the, you see it, I made a little story. He goes into the, what was then my recording room. This was at 8962 Havenhurst, our first house. There's some of my high-tech equipment. He's reading over his part for the Christmas pageant. He really wasn't in the Christmas pageant. He was just, we're just clowning around. I don't remember that record player. There's the old Tape Sonic. I guess I was recording, and Ron was doing something. Looks like he was reading. His own engineer, that's me. And my sweetie must have been taking this picture. So, I wish I knew what we were doing. And decorators were decking the halls. And I bring the Christmas tree in. This wasn't then. I think, I don't know if this was later or earlier. So, I'm setting it up. And my sweetie is going to put the cards up.
Oh.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's hanging the cards on that lamp that was part of the house. And me, I come in with something, clear off a place to sit down. I'm looking for something. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, I think I found it. Ice cream. It looks like a banana split. Sweet refreshment, indeed. Ah. And then others began coming. When our friend, oh, that's Harvey. That's Harvey Laidman and Sterling Davis. Harvey and Sterling worked for Channel 11, KTTV. I think they worked in the videotape. Harvey at least worked in the videotape department at Channel 11. And those are my parents. Now Harvey is going to do a very clever electric knife dance. There he goes. He didn't repeat that dance. It was copyrighted.
Mm.
And there's Sterling, there's Harvey, there's my mom and my dad. And and it's Christmas Eve is when this took place. Harvey was my best man when we got married. And and Harvey and Sterling are helping decorate the tree. Do you have anything to contribute? Oh, okay. The star goes on top. Here's my sweetie. Now this is my, oh, somebody was holding that. Oh. I'm trying to decide where it goes.
Well, you're not very decisive.
Well, I want it to look the best. There. Looks pretty good. Ah. Another one. At this rate, it's going to take forever. Oh, wrong color. Well,
It's the same color.
it's the same color. Must have been the wrong shape. Whoop. There. That's Kathy Carr and Harvey.
She was a friend of mine from Van Nuys Baptist Church, of
Yeah.
ours, actually.
Yeah. People tended to congregate at our house. Sterling is going to turn on the lights on the tree. There. That's the star on top. Uh-oh. It gets dark for a few seconds and the actor snuck back in. There he goes. That's our wedding picture. Now, there were two stockings here, said Bob and Betty Lou, and on Christmas morning, this is the psychedelic passing of time
Oh,
during the night, and on Christmas morning, okay, Norberg, come on, Christmas morning, and on Christmas morning there are 3 stockings. The third one said Harvey.
oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I think he spent the night with us,
Yeah,
didn't
he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's Jewish, so he had never had a Christmas.
Yeah,
So he was spending Christmas with us.
He spent the night, and now it's Christmas morning. My sweetie comes out and lights the Christmas candle. That Christmas candle became a tradition. We lit it every year for a long time.
We did.
And in our Christmas movies, you can see it getting shorter and shorter as the years go by. Harvey was taking this, apparently.
Let me watch.
And he's directing this scene. He's shooting and directing this scene. And of course, Harvey became a director and directed,
Little House on the Prairie.
no, the Waltons.
Oh, the Waltons.
He was one of 5 directors of the Waltons. He directed Matlock.
He did something with Little House on the Prairie, though. He
did
did. Yes, he did.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
and anyhow.
You got a bicycle
I got a
pump.
tripod, see? Now to show you what a good director Harvey, or how much, I guess to show you how much he improved. He's directing this scene and shooting it, having a little trouble holding the camera still. And I'm going to demonstrate setting up a tripod. Okay, there's the tripod and there's the camera. See now, the question is, what kind of magic was it? Whoops, tighten it down, Norberg. What kind of, come on, Norberg, tighten it down. Screw them tight, there. That's how you do it, okay. Now the question is, what kind of magic was involved in taking a movie of the camera itself?
It's a different camera.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains that. Oh, and there's the there, and there's my dad. Now we're over at Mom and Dad's house. There's my Shvidi. And there's my dad. And there's Gil, Gilbert Antone. Hello, Gil. And Mom, there's Mom. And the dog is
Bobo.
Bobo. There was barely enough light down there for Bobo. And we're going to have, I think we're going to have dinner. Hi, Bobo. And there's the tree. And there's Gil and Bobo. Dad's waiting for dinner. And there they sit. Oh, now, what street is this? Do you know?
Parthenia.
Is that Parthenia? We went from our house, from my folks' house to your folks' house.
Right.
And I can't quite place the street we were on.
That was Parthenia again.
Was it?
I think.
And
Wasn't Dempsey?
there's the,
Oh, Jean Naté. My mother loved Jean Naté. She got Jean Naté.
but she loved you more.
It's the name of the cologne.
Oh,
Ooh, I got a slip.
your dad got a soldering gun. See, men like things that are hard, things that plug in, things that take batteries. Women like things that are soft and things like sweaters and slips and clothing. I had a little trouble untying the bow, but eventually got it untied. And the sweater, now you'll see me modeling the sweater. Your dad is showing off his soldering gun, showing his pleasure in his new device. And I'm showing my pleasure in my new sweater. Even though men like hard things that plug in, occasionally we will accept a gift such as a sweater. And getting the buttons buttoned. And now, oh, what are we discussing? There you go. Modeling the sweater. And now we're going to go home. So my sweetie walks up to that Christmas tree, turns around, smiles, and now, see, that was more camera magic. People are probably wondering how we did that. And the lights went out on the tree, and the closing title, and now here are all the credits. The players in order of appearance. And there you go. These credits, these closing credits, are actually very accurate. You can trace, all these are in order of appearance, like that. You see? What can you say about closing credits? How can you do a running commentary on something like this?
Well, if you're quiet, then people can read them.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll just shut up and let people read them. All right.